Good evening, guys. Hi, I hope you're doing well. It's Rob back for another video. Yeah, this is going to be hopefully a fairly quick response to Dan at Dots and Loops. He uploaded a video about a day ago, challenging us to show your gatefolds or your favorite gatefolds album sleeves, or the inner sleeves of the gatefold themselves. So yeah, I thought I'd jump on this. I was actually quite disappointed when I went through a lot of my albums, because I figured I'd got quite a few gatefolds. But it's amazing when you actually look at some of them, how kind of unremarkable they are in terms of sort of aesthetics and the images themselves. They, quite often they can be just like monochrome, or one side's monochrome, the other side's got lyrics and credits on, but not much in the way of kind of interesting photography or artwork. So yeah, I haven't got too many, probably about a dozen, something like that. Obviously those who have vast collections of sort of classic psychedelia and prog would probably have an absolute field day with this one. Yeah, anyway, so I'll run through what I have, and yeah, and I thought it'd be hopefully it'll be reasonably interesting. So anyway, kicking it off, classic from Emerson, Lake and Palmer here. This is their 1971 album Trilogy. So obviously we've got the cover there with the three guys there and the back sleeve. Yeah, not that interesting, but the gatefold on the inner sleeve I think is far more interesting. So you've got this kind of them all in various positions, sort of in this wood, sort of, and the perspective's quite nice there. Yeah, I quite like that one. So that's ELP and Trilogy. Okay, next one, a classic from Traffic. This is their third album, John Barleycorn Must Die. There's the inner gatefold with the guys there. I quite like that image. Sorry, just move back so you can get that in. Oh, Stevie Winwood there with his red hat and yellow scarf. Yeah, that's a good one. And then you've got obviously the outer sleeves, quite nice as well. You've got the symbol that always appears on their albums, and a little bit about the history of John Barleycorn's song itself. It was a traditional folk song. It was adapted. Okay, moving on. This is a classic from Roy Harper, and this is his 1973 album Life Mask. This is a UK original on Harvest. So this was actually done at a time when Roy Harper was actually quite ill, and he actually thought that he was, it gave him a real sense of his own mortality, and he actually had a death mask made, which is depicted here on the outer cover, except obviously he's not dead, so the album's called Life Mask. But as you open it up, it reveals the man himself as he was in 1973, and then these images at the side sort of obviously depict him as an old man, or more, as he obviously looks now, as he's in his 70s. So yeah, that's an interesting one by the great Roy. Okay, another one where the outer sleeve of this was very unremarkable indeed. This is Todd Rundgren's Something Anything. I love the inner sleeve here. Yeah, Todd sitting amongst all his studio, his home studio, and surrounded by all his instruments, and that kind of triumphant, yes, I'm on top of the world. I love that. I think that's fantastic. Yeah, I'd love to get a poster of that. Okay, and these next three are all trifolds. Okay, and this is one I always really liked. This is Elton John's classic Yellow Brick Road album. So, and I love all those images there for all the songs, the individual tracks. Obviously Marilyn there for Candle in the Wind, Benny and the Jets. Yeah, the little picture for each song. I think that's terrific. Yeah, I love that one. Danny Bailey there as a kind of gangster, called Bernie Taupin dressed up there. Yeah, always like that one. Okay, and then we have another classic from the same year, 1973 again. And this is The Wonderful in the Right Place by Dr. John. I mean, the outer cover's interesting enough as it is. And then you open it up and it's just got this spectacular trifold with these images here. Yeah. So plenty to feast your eyes on there. Yeah, I love that one. Okay, and then this is from the great sort of folk rock band in full prog mode here. This is the Strawbs, and I think this is from '72, and this is Grave New World. And then you open it up, and it's just got this fabulous, again, trifold. They really used to go to town on the inner artwork on these albums from those days. It's just this is such a great period of album artwork. Yeah, I love that. Sort of reminiscent of the hermit image in Zep4, which I'm sure somebody will probably show if they jump on this thread. Okay, next one, sticking with the prog from 1971. This is Focus and In and Out of Focus. This is there's a lot of variants of this album, both single sleeve and in gatefold. So I love that, the fact that if you go close up with the dots, you don't see the band name, but then obviously when you move further away, comes into focus. And then of course you open it up and you've got the eye image there with this sort of striking metallic silver. And in some of the versions I've seen of this album, there's the 4 band members in these in these little spaces here, but for some reason that was left blank. So yeah, that's a nice one. Okay, I was thinking of showing Dark Side of the Moon, but I thought that's a bit obvious, and probably let somebody else show that one. But I do like this one. This is the album that preceded it. This is Medal. I always like that inner sleeve shot with the 4 guys there looking very moody and serious. Yeah, everybody knows that one. Okay, staying with the Floyd theme, we've got Richard Wright's first solo album from 1978, Wet Dream. This is another classic Hypnosis sleeve. Okay, with the kind of swimming pool theme there, with a kind of clipper bow on there. And then you open up the gatefold, similar image. You got the kind of photograph there, the picture of Rick himself. A lovely album. Love that record. Okay. Yeah, I don't particularly love this album, but for me, it's worthwhile for the artwork, because it is staggeringly it is stunning. This is Yes Songs, the triple live album from '73, I think. So yeah, I mean, you just take your pick on this. It's all fantastic Roger Dean artwork. Just each panel is just a feast for the eyes. Yeah, it's just spectacular. Is that all the way open? Oh, there we go. Yeah, fabulous. Okay, just a couple more. This one's been shown a couple of times recently. 13th floor elevators. And then you've got that fabulous inner there. Wonderful stuff. And finishing off, quite a recent find. Showed this one the other week. This is Songs for the Gentleman by the wonderful Bridget St. John. It's a lovely inner gatefold there with the lyrics overlaid with these kind of lovely ethereal images of Bridget. Yeah, very dreamlike. Fits the music perfectly. So that's it, guys. About 12 albums. Yeah, so thanks for Dan for putting that thread together. And obviously be interesting to see some other contributions to that one as well. So yeah, all the best, guys. I hope you've had a great weekend and have a safe week. And I'll speak to you. See you again soon. Cheers. All the best. Bye bye.